Hi guys, what's up? You're watching 9.com Street Gist. Today I'm under a bridge somewhere in the city of Lagos and I'm talking about jobs. Now for those of you who follow politics, you know that the current president even had to apply like 2, 3, 4 times before he got his current job. Yes. So I'm talking to people on the street today in Nigeria, well in Lagos specifically. What do you think about getting jobs in Lagos? Is it easy or is it difficult to get a job in Lagos? What do you think about employers who want fresh graduates to have like 20 years work experience? I know it's not 20 years, but yeah, we see some really ridiculous vacancy position requirements online these days. So I'm going to talk to Nigerians, find out what they have to say about this topic, see who's working, who's self-employed, and if they have any advice for young job seekers, what was the advice? That's what I'm doing on the street today. Show Adetunji. Let's find out what people have to say. Do you think it's hard for somebody to get a job in Lagos? You think it's difficult?
Yeah, it's very hard to get a job in Nigeria due to the sense that we have a high population on this country. The job capacity we have in our country is not as sufficient as we people would think, because some of the gathering people think after the educational background, educational levels, their aims for them to get in a job in Nigeria. Yeah, the only thing the government can do is that they go to our past, which we have like the cocoa production company, then the railway service, then making a job which have been left behind. Then the government should try to plump some money in it for them to make an infrastructure. Now, what I just think about it, that there are some outside the country, likewise in American states. Donald Trump calls all the high investors in the country for them to be paying 20% to them, so that they can have the more staff, the more workers for the companies.
So you feel they should do that in Lagos?
You can do that in Lagos. Since past 8 years before, Lagos has been spending without the federal government expenditures. So if we can still do like something like that. Now henceforth now we are still trying to take a little bit from government infrastructures. So why not putting our hands together? So my only advice to the Lagosian is that we are the ones to help the government.
How are we to help the government?
It's not every graduate should be aiming to work in a high prolific company. You can start your handiwork together, creating a little business by you, which some people can beneficiary. But some graduates normally think that I'm a graduate, having a distinction, having a high scores in educational background. So for me to be working at a high level company is not so like that. So education is just for you to be expanding, for you to know what you are doing. An handy person which have an experience in the educational levels can be in a modern way for creating another job for yourself.
Some people feel that the reason why people say it's difficult to get a job in Lagos is because the candidates themselves, they're not, sharp enough, they're not smart enough. What do you have to say to that?
You don't say you're not sharp enough. You can't expect me, but I'm one of these commissioners or your brothers also. And I have a brothers or a in-law which looking for a job, giving me a CV, and which I have a non-beneficiary person. It's not even a non-beneficiary person, but you can't compare my relative to someone else. Everybody know what I'm trying to talking about. Now at least I have to give my own relative like 80%, then give.
So if you're a commissioner now, you slot in your own people.
No, I don't wish to do like that, but you know what I'm saying. That some people do like that. It usually happens like that. It usually happens. So you can't say that we're not getting a job. You can get a job in Lagos State. We have a high population, and the low rate ratio of work we have in Lagos State is very low. But the government is trying. The parastatals are trying. They're trying their best, trying to making a way for them to get another job for a graduate people. But we still hear the graduate people don't start thinking or aiming that I'm working for a high prolific job company. Start with your own at home. Work start from home.
Do you think it's difficult to get a job in Lagos? You live in Lagos now, right? You think it's difficult to get a job in Lagos?
No, it's not.
Oh, wait, you're currently working, right?
Yeah, sort of.
Are you self-employed or are you employed with a company?
I'm kind of employed with an agency. Yeah.
So why do you say it's not difficult to get a job in Lagos? Because there are thousands of people out there who don't have jobs.
The thing is, using the tools you have rightly. If you have phones now, you get job updates and all that. If you are just on the right platform, on the right group chats and all that, so it's easy to get jobs actually.
Some
As
people,
long as you have the qualities, as in what they want, maybe in the educational aspect or in any other aspect. Yeah. Is
okay,
that
so okay, you're saying it's good. It's easy to get jobs. What would you consider a good job? Like what monthly pay would you consider good enough for an average Lagosian?
I don't know. I don't know what job I can. I don't know.
Salary range. Salary range. Would you consider decent
As in
for let's say a graduate in
for a
Lagos?
graduate in Lagos. Okay, as in the range, as in where it can go below.
Yeah, below.
Okay, something 70 per month. Yeah, 70,000.
Would you say you like money?
And it's normal, yes. I would like, yes.
Some people think that the reason why people don't get jobs in Lagos is because the candidates are not qualified enough, right? What do you think about that? You think that's true?
Yes. Yes, now because there are some certain things that they want in someone they want to employ and all that. So and if you don't have it, you can't get employed for that particular work. So
Don't you think some employers are rather unreasonable? For instance, when they ask a recent graduate to have like 5 years work experience.
yes, yeah, that's been unreasonable actually because there are some people who do not even have the experience, but once they do that thing for the first time, they do it perfectly well. So
Have you ever experienced any opportunity like that where they say you should bring like 20 years job experience to get?
no.
You've not. So you've been lucky.
And the guy, yes.
You now as guy man where you be, you feel say for this Lagos, it is easy for person to get job.
It's honestly. Me as I do so I define work. I never see. I define work. I never see.
But they say Lagos now a land of opportunity now.
It's land of opportunity. That one is sure. But for me, I have been looking for a job, but I didn't see. You understand?
Which kind of job you done?
Any work at all. Any work. Anyone that will be managing myself.
So how then do you survive now?
You can see as I'm here, anybody that want to cross his load to the other side, that is the one I normally carry.
You help them lift, carry stuff.
Cross them. That is what I'm doing for now. But I'm looking for any other thing that I will be doing.
Like which particular job are you looking out for? In case there's an opportunity somewhere.
Let me say,
Do you have like any qualifications or anything like that?
just my O level, that is the qualification I have for now. My secondary school certificate is what I have for now. But as it stands now, I'm looking for any job that I will be doing, just to keep myself busy.
But you said you're already doing one job now.
It's managing. I'm managing myself. Not that is not the type I'm looking for.
So which type are you looking for? That's my own question. Because you need to know what you're looking for if you want to get something decent.
Okay. Like security, all those minor jobs. That's the one I'm looking for.
Have you applied anywhere?
No, I have not.
If you need that type of job, you're supposed to apply there now.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I will do. Yes. That's what I will do.
Okay. But considering the fact that without any qualification, without anything, you still see something to do, would you then say, okay, at least to some extent, it's possible to get a job in Lagos without any special qualifications?
I didn't understand you.
I said, based on the fact that even without getting employed, you still earn some money, right? You still earn some money, your day-to-day living and all that. Would you then say that it's okay, it's easy to sort of get a job in Lagos even without, getting employed by anybody?
Without getting employed by anybody in Lagos, you can see, you can survive. You can even see what to be doing. Likewise, as I told you now, I used to carry this bag. I used to help them and cross their loads.
Yeah.
That is what I'm doing for now. So I so much thank God in Lagos, without having anything, as in you can just, I don't know how to put it, but let me just, without having anything, any qualification or any other thing,
Yeah.
in Lagos you can survive by doing anything you see.
Like how much do you earn per day?
In a day I used to earn 600 naira, 500.
Enough to eat? Is that enough?
Yes, to eat and bath and wash my clothes. That's
But-
how I'm doing it for now.
But henceforth, you start applying for jobs. You try to apply for jobs.
I have not applied for any.
Will you try to apply?
I will try and apply. Since you have told me that I should do that, I will apply for a job.
All right, my question is this. Do you think it's easy to get a job in Lagos, or do you think it's difficult to get a job in Lagos?
Is the paying job, the so-called paying job, is not easy to get them. But the
What's
job
Peanut job.
is easy to get.
Which one is peanut job? Which one is paying job?
Paying
Analyze.
job, when I said analyze paying job, it's not easy to get a job in Chevron. If you like contract, if you like part-time in Chevron, you are far better than anything. You know, but when I say a peanut job, yeah, they will give you a job of 30K, 45K, 8 to 6, you know. But contract staff in Chevron, Abi Total or Mobi can never be compare with contract staff in UBA or First Bank. So that is the difference. So that's why it's very hard to get a job. But you get a job, but it's not.
It don't pay you well.
When you now go to the biblical way, say favor, grace, you know, start quoting Bible.
Okay, some people feel that the reason why people say it's not easy to get jobs in Lagos is because a lot of the people, the candidates, are not qualified for the jobs they apply for. What do you have to say to that?
Actually, they are qualified. They are 50% qualified. What they need to mean is that they need training. They are 50% qualified. 50, not 100. It's 50% qualified. So they need training. It's not everybody that knows how to. If you look at the BLT buses, any job BLT buses, they will get a driver, but they will still train the driver on how to drive that BLT bus because it's longer than the normal Jack on the bus. It's longer than, you must know how to apply your route when you're entering Ojota bus stop, coming out from Obanikoro, entering Ikorodu, Ketu, That is one reason. They need training, but they never see it in that way. There's no job on earth that you not go for training. On earth, not on. Yeah.
All right, some people feel that it's also the fault of the employers because, for instance, now you ask a recent graduate to have like 10 years experience.
It's impossible. It's impossible now. You just finished. Maybe somebody finished 2011 and you say you should have 3 years experience. Of what? Of what? Is it of how to? Did you know it's going to be employed in your company? If you know that you would have been doing the experience from 200 level now, so by the time you finish 200, 300, 400, we'll have 3 years experience. So that is it.
What do you think can fix that?
What can fix that is that individual and the government itself. Individual and government. So
Do you think people are better off getting jobs or starting their own companies or starting their own business?
it's not easy to say. Starting your job on your own takes struggle. You have struggle because I can't remember the last time I went through a street. Idowu Taylor, the whole Idowu Taylor going in from one office to another to drop my company introduction letter. But it's not easy, man. Drop, as in I print. It's not easy. So that is, we can't face the challenges, so you want to step aside when you see a job of 60, 50,000, say, well, mo le wa ku. When we have this idea that, okay, let me work for 5 years. After 5 years, I'll get the finance. It's impossible. Nobody can't be working somewhere that they are paying you before you retire. If you don't want to retire yourself, they have to retire you because you are enjoying the job now. You are enjoying the 6 to 6. They pay you well. You're like later on, you say every job now I must be there. These are the African mentality. They will dupe me. If I'm not there, the business don't move fine and everything. So, it's not easy to be self-employed and it's not easy to get that job. So you have to choose on your own. So the one you choose, just try to be focused. It's not easy for the president too now to be, he contested for how many times. It's not easy. He said that for a president to be crying on the TV station that he was say, hey Joe, it's not easy too. It's not easy now. Our president, for example, it took him 2-3. That is 16 years. He contested 2-3 times 4 times 2, 8. Even if 2 times, 8 years. Then the third time, he now entered. So he knows the money he needs to treat himself is in the federal government pocket. He cannot, he doesn't have that money. So that is why, if you should enter, that illness affecting him, you use the Nigerian money to treat himself. That is it. It's not easy.
So what do you think young job seekers can do to help themselves?
It's a 50-50 thing. I give advice. Look for a job and try and do something. It's a 50-50. Look for a job and do something. So, you build the two at a go. Look for a job and do something. Look for a job and do something. But it is not easy. If you really want to do your own job, but if you can't face the reality of life, that no, I'm not going back. And I started my company like 5 years ago now. It's not easy. I'm a family man and it's not easy. Because you face the tribulation. No, it's not the time you see a client, it's not the time you see business. In any business, we have everybody in the line. Unlike far back then that entrepreneurship is sweet. But now, it's a race of everybody, not for a single person.
I can see you have your own mic.
Yeah, that's good.
I have my own mic. What's going on exactly? Why do you have a mic?
Oh my God. Although this is my song, I'm Sam King by name.
Sam King.
Yeah, Sam King Chisum. Yeah, this is my first album, and I'm trying to create an awareness. Yeah, for people to know about the song. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, I was hearing the music. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. So today on the show we're talking about jobs. What do you think about getting jobs in Lagos? You think it's easy, or do you think it's difficult?
Honestly, it's not easy. 2 years ago I graduated, and I was chemical engineering. So I'm working with this construction company, BNL. Okay, with BNL. But along the line, something happened. I had to resign to face my...
Chase your passion.
Yeah, to chase this. And this song worth 1.2 million. A track here is 150,000. Yeah, and
You're selling it for 150,000.
No, the production, the sequence. Yeah, it's 150,000 a track. So I said, why should I just sit at home and applying here and there to seek for job? I said, no, let me just, they say trial makes conviction. So I decided to go on the streets to give myself a job. And that's what I'm doing.
So you're not doing this music thing because you don't have a job. Because you said you quit your job to do music.
Sure. Yeah.
We know lots of people do music these days because they don't have anything else to do.
No. I had to resign because of this.
Because of your music?
Yes. And the job I have, it's not really paying me well. It's not really paying me.
So how's the hustle going on?
This one?
How's the hustle
going?
going?
Oh my God, this has always been tremendous. It's wonderful and awesome. This is the song I released last year, December. 10th
Are you making money? Are you making money?
Very, very well. I'm making cool money. At least in a week, I have 50,000.
From selling CDs?
From selling my CD, yeah. Sure.
On the street here?
On the street. Not really on this street only, but other places as well. Very commercial place as well. I go there, I sing, and good Nigerians, they don't patronize me.
That's awesome. How many have you sold today?
I've sold, what I have here, I came out with 200 copies. Because what is left here is almost, let's say, 60 copies remaining here. So I've sold 140 copies or so.
How much each?
Each is 200 naira. Yeah, and they're buying it. Those who could not afford 200, I say, I bring 150. I don't collect 150, That is it. Yeah.
So do you perform and do things like that? You do performances and stuff?
Sure, I do. Although I'm a gospel, as a gospel artist I am. So I do perform anywhere I'm invited.
So now, are you making more money than when you were employed in a company?
Very, very well. That's the awesome thing. Though this is stressful. Yeah, I may be standing for the past 11 hours. I've been here since 6 o'clock in the morning, standing, walking around, playing and displaying. Yeah.
So what's your advice to young job seekers in Lagos? What's your advice?
Man, I will advise them to discover their hidden potentials, one. Yeah, because I believe that God created every human with a gift, a talent inside of you. So try and discover it. And I somehow believe that we pray as well, you can, do something out of it.
Okay, so they should just discover their talents and then try to make money from their talents?
That is the thing. No one should wait on the government. the government can do nothing for us.
What about if they're like employed in Chevron? Do you think they should still get their talents and chase their talents instead?
Come again and say what?
If somebody is employed in Chevron, for instance,
Yeah.
do you think the person should quit their job and then chase their talent
No,
instead?
it's not what I'm saying. If you're opportunity to be employed there, work as well, but still.
Okay, so are you a Lagosian? Do you live in Lagos?
Yes, I'm in
You're
Lagos.
not just visiting.
No. I've been in Lagos for like 18 years now.
18.
Yeah.
Oh, so you have a lot of experience.
Too much.
Okay. My question to you this morning is: do you think it's difficult or easy to get a job in Lagos? From your own perspective, from your own experience.
Getting a job in Lagos, somehow easy, somehow difficult. I would say this easy. That is, if you have the complete requirements, like you went to school, you have the certificates, and you know the right people to connect with, you get the job as easy as anything. But in the other way around, it's not easy as well too. Because, Lagos, people fall into different scam. Everybody, in fact, everybody in Lagos, they are scammers.
Are you a scammer?
Somehow. I do scam it too.
No, me, I'm not a scammer.
But if you are not a scammer, that means you won't be on the street. Yeah.
Which angle is now? Analyze it.
Okay, now let me tell you. You being a scammer doesn't mean you have to be a 419 or you have to be a fraudster. You can be a scammer in a professional way. That is to say, you get information from people. You understand? So it's when you say someone is a scammer, doesn't really mean he must be a fraudster. You be a scammer, you get information from people. You are a pressman. You can't just walk up to me and start asking questions or come into my rooms and start asking me questions.
So right now I'm scamming you like this.
You're talking to me, you're scamming me.
That's
Because
incredible.
I'm giving you what you don't know about me. Definitely you must have an idea, but you may not really know, how will I say, the point of view I have or the ideas I have could be different from what you know.
So now scamming is about information, it's not about money.
No. Scamming is about information, it's not about money. To those ones that, that knows what to do with it. You understand? Because people just believe that if how will I put it this way? If you hire a scammer, you need to be a 419, you have to be a fraudster, you have to be an armed robber and all that. No, scamming is different from that. Lawyers are scammers, press people, they are scammers, musicians, they are scammers. How? Because they use what they get to get what they want. So as long as you can use your skills to get what you want, you're a scammer.
Wow, that's incredible. Okay.
Interested.
All right, so can you share your experience in terms of, are you currently self-employed or are you employed with like company?
I'm self-employed. I'm an hairstylist. I make hair. I have my own salons, you see. But I was seeing it this way. Working for people is a bit difficult. Why? Because you have to wake up by the appropriate time. You leave the house by 6 o'clock. You have to get to the office by 7 o'clock. You have to dress corporate. And like me, I don't dress corporate. I don't have suits. I don't have plain trousers. I'm always good on jeans, my t-shirt. I don't mind putting on singlet, wear my chains and all that, put on my earrings. That's the kind of dress code I have. But if I have to work in an organization or in an office, no boss will accept me to dress that way. You understand? So if I'm not self-employed, I won't have that, how will I say it? I won't have the freedom of dressing up to my own satisfactions. You understand? I have to follow the rules and regulations of whatever organization says. Sure, you see. So most times I do advise people or do encourage people that being self-employed pays more than when you work as an employee.
So are you saying the reason why you're self-employed now is because of your dress code? Because you don't want to wear suit?
It's not really it's not about my dress code. I'm just talking about the freedom. Okay. You understand? I'm just talking about the freedom. Because if you're a boss of your own, you take decision of yours. You can stand on your feet. You know what's outcome. Probably you're paying people. Probably you're paying for the shops. You're paying for your whatever you're using, whatever you're doing. Wherever you might be in your office, you can be walking under the bridge and you're paying. You see people selling on that bridge. They're not just selling for free. All these boys are seen standing on the road. They are not standing for free. They are someone that they are making accounts for. Sure, you get it. So now, if you have to be an employee, now you think about it. You're not going to be, you won't be here on the street. Or even if you are on the street, you are here for a purpose. Someone sent you. And you have to go back and give the person the total information. of why you left and what you get back to the person. You get? So you are going to be questioned too. Your boss will ask you questions. But like me, nobody asks me questions.
Because you are the boss.
Because I am the boss. Sure you understand? So the best thing our youth should do rather, is for them to get something doing. It pays than you waiting. I'm not saying you shouldn't go to school. I'm not saying being a graduate is not good. I'm not saying having your masters and all that is not useful. What I'm trying to say is acquire the knowledge, at the same time have something doing and be a boss of yourself. It pays.
You say you're a hairstylist, right? Okay. Male or female?
I do unisex. I make the male, I make the female. Yeah.
Do you scam your customers?
Of course I scam them. Like seriously, I have to be honest with you. I scam my customers. How did I scam my customer? It's just the way I talk to them. Yeah, it's just the way, my mouth, the way I shook, I got teeth, the way you understand? So that is just it. When I mean I scam them, it's not that I collect more than what they should pay. You understand? But I just have to let them see reason why they should pay more than what they have to pay.
Do you think scamming and marketing is the same?
Yeah, the same.
So all the marketers in this world, they're all scammers?
Yes, because a China man walk up to you and tells you this watch doesn't spoil, no matter how much you wear it. That's a marketer or a scammer. But in your own mind, you know that if you hit stone on this watch or you put an armor on it, it's going to get broken within your mind. But because you have accepted whoever that tells you, so that means that person have scammed you. So you have to pay. You have to pay even like this is the watch that you know that this watch is just like 200 naira on the market and someone brought it for you at the rate of 1,000. You understand? And you've seen that this watch and what you're seeing on the road or under the bridge is the same. But the person will tell you, no, this one is different. The reason why it's different is because of this. Even if you are seeing that the watch and whatever you've seen on the road are equal, they are the same, no difference. But because of the way the person talks to you, that is scamming.
So to get a job in Lagos, you have to be a scammer?
You have to be a scammer. You just have to be a scammer. And at the same time, you have to be very, very intelligent because things happen.
Guys, you heard the man. To get a job in Lagos, you have to be a scammer.
Yes.
He's a scammer. He's not ashamed of it.
No.
Me, I'm not sure that I'm a scammer just yet. I'm still thinking about it.
He is a scammer as well.
Thank you guys for joining us on the street today. It's been Nigerian Street Gist. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, also follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Hey, till we come again next time, big shout out to my man behind the camera, Gift OK. We're out here on the street as always, meeting scammers like this man. Goodbye.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, man.